When it comes to describing ReactJs in one line, I would say that ReactJs is a JavaScript library for building user interfaces. The user interface is a multi-option playground where the user can do anything, and libraries like ReactJs help us creating that playground. Every React component has a lifecycle of its own. The lifecycle of a component can be defined as the series of methods that are invoked in different stages of the component's existence. The lifecycle methods are various methods which are invoked at different phases of the lifecycle of a component. Hello everyone, I am Tomodip. Today's video is all about discussing the 4 lifecycle methods that are vital in ReactJs. Before I go deep into the discussion, I would request you to subscribe to our channel. If you're enthusiastic about product design and development, startups and entrepreneurship, we discuss a lot of problems and solutions in the tech world and how it can solve your business problems. We also send a lot of free giveaways like ebooks, templates, worksheets to our subscribers regularly. So let's continue with the discussion on the 4 main functions that are associated with the React lifecycle. A React component can go through 4 stages of its life. They are as follows. Stage number 1, initialization. In this phase, the React component prepares for the upcoming tough journey by setting up the initial states and default props, if any. The default props is defined as a property of component to define all the default value of props, which can be overridden with new prop values. This is done in the constructor of a component class. You can check the code that's given here. It defines a simple constructor and show you how they work using state and props. Stage number 2, mounting. Mounting is the stage of rendering the JSX returned by the render method itself. After preparing with basic needs, state and props, our React component is ready to mount in the browser DOM. This phase gives hook methods for before and after mounting of components. The mounting phase again has 2 main functions. Component will mount function. As the name clearly suggests, this function is invoked right before the component is mounted on the DOM. That is, this function gets invoked once before the render function is executed for the first time. Component did mount function. Similarly, as the previous one, this function is invoked right after the component is mounted on the DOM. That is, this function gets invoked once after the render function is executed for the first time. Stage number 3, updating. This phase begins when the React component has taken birth on the browser and grows by receiving new updates. The component can be updated in 2 ways. First, by sending new props, and second, by updating the state. Overall, the application is repainted in this stage. Let's discuss some of the crucial functions of the updating stage. Component will receive props function. This is a props exclusive function and is independent of states. This function is invoked before a mounted component gets its props reassigned. The function passes the new set of props, which may or may not be identical to the original props. Set state function. This is not particularly a lifecycle function and can be invoked explicitly at any instant. This function is used to update the state of a component. Should component update function. By default, every state or props update re-rendered the page, but this may not always be the desired outcome. Sometimes it is desired that on updating, the page will not be repainted. The should component update function fulfills the requirement by letting React know whether the component's output will be affected by the update or not. Component will update function. As the name clearly suggests, this function is invoked before the component is re-rendered. That is, this function gets invoked once before the render function is executed after the updation of state or props. Component did update function. Similarly, this function is invoked after the component is re-rendered. That is, this function gets invoked after the render function is executed after the updation of state or props. Stage number 4, unmounting. As the name suggests, unmounting is the final step of the component lifecycle where the component is removed from the page. In this phase, the component is not needed and the component will get unmounted from the DOM. All the cleanups related to the component is done in this stage. For example, while logging out, the user details and all the authentication tokens can be cleared before unmounting from the main component. The only function in the unmounting stage is the component will unmount function. This function is invoked before the component is finally unmounted from the DOM. That is, this function gets invoked once before the component is removed from the page, and this denotes the end of the lifecycle. We have so far discussed every predefined function of every lifecycle stage of ReactJs. Let us now see one final example of what we have just discussed. Check out this code. Through this code, you will understand all the various stages of the lifecycle of a component. Please share this video with any of your friends or colleagues who are either launching an app or is in the process of creating one, or who already have one. This video might help them to succeed faster. If you have any other information on the ReactJs lifecycle components, I want to know more about it. So please share your ideas with me and with our audience in the comment section. Let us know how you think about it and what worked for you. Subscribe to our channel and click the bell icon button to stay updated. Please like and share this video and spread the message. Thank you so much for watching this video. See you soon.